Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are here to read From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout.
You make it sound like somebody trying to catch a trout. Their arm is in the trout.
I am blessed to have these lovely ladies here with me. If you will, just go one by one and introduce yourselves, even though we all know who we are. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Amanda. I'm sorry. Okay, really? This is the first time I've done this not in my computer. So I'm trying it in a more comfortable location, although that might not be the best choice since it's midnight. I'm sorry. My name is Amanda. I do not know who Jennifer L. Armentrout is. I don't even know what this book is about, but I trust y'all. And so I said, okay, let's go. So that's why I'm here. And my dog is very annoying right now. So I'm sorry.
What's your dog's name?
This dog that's causing the problems is named Skeeter. No, I
Okay.
did not name her. Yes, she was named in Arkansas, though. So,
Okay.
Makes sense. Hi, I'm Stacy. Stacy's All Booked. You guys know me. I don't need an introduction.
Brandy. I hang out and do these every month, and I may have convinced everybody to read this with me because I heard about it last year. I heard about it last year. I heard it was good, and I bought the whole set just based on some booktube video that I watched, a romance booktuber, and then it just sat there, and so I thought these guys need to read it with me. So here we are. I started it.
It was
Hopefully
awesome.
It's good. I don't know what it's about either. Just heard it's good.
I heard it was spicy. That's all I need to know.
You better get spicy quick or I'm going to fall asleep.
I didn't even know it was romance. So I guess I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to admit I read the first page because, I wanted to. And I thought that this was like maybe a second book or a third book because it's like the way it started. I'm like, am I supposed to know who this person is?
Oh, gosh.
I know. I was like, I haven't read the back of it. I have no idea what this is about.
I'm terrified.
I heard maybe vampires.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
I want to say I heard that, and there is a promise of smut.
Okay, well, looking at the cover, I mean, it is called Blood and Ash. So vampires are not out of the question. Mm-hmm. There is some kind of weapons on the cover, right? My cover is very tiny. Y'all have of course you have the real books, but I tried to zoom in on it. It won't let me zoom in. That's the biggest I can see my cover. I got old eyes.
So the tagline on this, I love it. Captivating and action-packed. Check. From Blood and Ash is a sexy, addictive, and unexpected fantasy perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Laura Thalassa. I haven't heard that second name, but
I've never heard
Sarah J. Maas.
Okay, well, I'm not a fan of Sarah J. Maas. I'm sorry. Am I going to get kicked off of here?
Yeah, no.
Please, I mean, I have read 2 of her books, and they're okay, but I wouldn't say that I'm like a fan. So we'll see. I don't even know who. I read Throne of Glass, and I read Crescent City, the first Crescent City.
Those are the ones I hear people say they're not their favorite of hers.
The best book that she's written is, in my opinion, is A Court of Mist and Fury. I think that's the best book she's written that I've read so far.
Yeah, I'm afraid to read the others because I loved the A Court of Thorns and Roses series so much that I feel like the other stuff might let me down.
We don't talk about Tamlin. No.
Wasn't that the book that started this whole thing? The second one? Was it?
It was the second one. Yeah. We have Derry. Hi. Hey. So glad you made it. And of course, Lola. Hello, Lola.
I love how we have all these people from the Southern Hemisphere joining us.
I was actually just chatting in another sprint with Lola. She was chatting in that other sprint right before we came over here.
Actually,
Cheating
all
on
the
us with
sisters just
another
speak to me.
booktuber.
Yeah, that's what it was. I actually sat down in there at my desk to kind of finish up some stuff, getting ready for this, because I'm reading this book for the next 24 hours and I'm going to finish it. That's what I'm doing.
Wow. How long is
Because
it?
I have nothing. My people have gone camping with the Boy Scouts. Like, nobody is going to be bothering me. I do have a child here, but he's in his bedroom. So I am trying for the next 24 hours. I'm going to finish it. It's on my audio. It's 19 hours and 45 minutes.
What speed do
So-
you usually listen?
I listen at 2 most of the time. But a lot of times it's because I'm reading along and I listen at 2. So we'll see, because I don't have it to read along. So
This is 600 pages according to the paperback.
yeah.
Oh,
So
Lord,
anyway,
I
we'll
better
see
look.
what happens. But
Please have it on audiobook so I can do things while. Okay.
I have I think I have the Crescent City book.
Yeah, I bought it after you had bought it. I found it at a used bookstore. And the second one's coming out soon. So
yeah,
might
like
have to
next
read
week,
that.
I think.
I
Yeah.
think Yolene sent it to me.
Oh, okay. I've got mine at a used bookstore.
I
My
hope it
mom
don't bother
bought-
her too much.
My mom bought me the e-version or the ebook, and I don't know how to access it
Oh no.
because I think she sent it to hers, and I don't have her password anymore. So, anyways, I don't want to talk about it, but
I keep
that-
getting these old lady internet questions from my mother. She called me last night and she said, I got this on my Libby app, but it's not showing up on my Kindle, and I don't want to have to look at my telephone to read this book. What do I do? And then while I was talking to her, she said, oh, never mind. It just popped up on my Kindle. I was like, okay, you got to give it a second to get from one place to the other. Anyway, I'm like, okay.
oh Lord.
I love that, but half the time I can't help my mom anymore. I have to get one of my kids to help her.
I know. Well, and
You are
thankfully
the
I
old
can
lady.
do Kindle stuff. So, I'm certainly the old lady. When it came to Discord, I had to like call my
gosh.
teenage son. I was like, please
Oh,
come
yeah.
show me how to do this. And I still accidentally click on the stupid chat channels all the time where you're like in there with the video and audio. And I'm like, how do I get out of this room? I'm in here.
Yeah.
So always he's like, there's an X, look for the X. I'm like, okay, yeah. Nothing makes me feel older than Discord. So
I had to have my husband show it to me because he plays D&D on Discord with his friends, and I was like, I have no idea. Like, I've had a Discord for forever, but I just started using it last year. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm getting better at it. And if I want to reach a teenager in my house from the other side of the house, I can always count on Discord. If I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want to
me
get
too.
up, someone's
Yeah.
always on Discord.
Oh no, Maz is doing homework.
Oh,
Ugh.
Oh, to be a college student again.
I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking forward. If I ever do go back to school,
I love school.
I liked it. I don't miss it.
I don't think I'd be a good student now because I'd be like, don't tell me what to do.
exactly. I'm gonna be like, no, I
do
can't do
any
that.
of you ever dream though that you're missing college classes? I still
Yes.
have those dreams.
All the time.
I'm wandering around campus all the time. Like,
Yep.
when is my class? And then I was like, oh, this class has been going on for weeks and I haven't been there yet for any of the class.
Yeah, like
And it's
the
final.
finals are coming up. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
hate
do that
those.
all the time. And then I'm like, I'm just going to show up for the last class. Like, yeah, I do that. It's so weird.
If that's so common, what does it mean?
I don't
We're
know.
stressed out. It's
Not
stressed
Yeah,
out.
that's what I think.
It's never high school. It's always college for me. It's
Yes, always college.
always crazy.
See, I was wondering because mine are always college, but I thought that might be because of I was homeschooled for high school. So, but
No.
apparently,
I think it's because I wasn't stressed in high school.
Yeah. I think
I
so too.
wasn't
I was
either.
pretty stressed in college.
Well,
I'm a live
felt
stream
more
hoe.
of the responsibility, right? Well, I don't know about
Yes.
I was paying for my own college,
Yeah.
so it's like
Me too. And
you
working
don't get an
through
A, and
jobs.
it's personal.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm a
man.
live stream hoe
I
because
am
I don't have
too.
my own channel. I gotta go to other people's. I get you. I got you, Lola.
Does that mean
I've
you're
never done a
thirsty?
single reading sprint on my own channel. I just go to everybody else's. So
It's what we're here for. The community will provide. Oh wow, yeah. I bet it's hot. I think it's like 60 degrees here. Could be
Oh my
wrong.
God.
it was 75 today, and I was like,
Oh.
okay,
I had to turn my
Texas.
AC on.
My gosh, how is it? I live in New Mexico, the desert, and it's been like freezing temperatures here. So
Well,
weird.
it's been cold, but today it just wasn't. It was hot.
How many
Sorry.
books
How
do
many
you need to
books do you
buy
need?
for it to be considered a problem? 300 or 800? On Goodreads, I have, wait, we talked about this, over 600 to be read. On my physical, I have like 200.
I think it becomes a problem at 300. I don't think you need to wait till 301. You got 300 books that you physically bought.
I think it
And-
depends on how much space you have.
Yeah.
First of all, how are you storing those? Like, do you just
Yeah,
have a
that's what I'm
full
saying.
wall? Like, I don't.
I
And
mean,
have
if you
you
have a
read any of them?
library and you can get 800 books in there, then go ahead.
And have you read any of them? Because I think it's a problem if you have 300 books you haven't read. But
We're
you
gonna
know,
go
if
on
you
to the
read
next
300 books and you keep them because you love them, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think that's
that's
a
a
problem.
good point. I probably
Yeah, there you
have
go.
300,
Lack of
but
bookshelf. I
Yeah.
Before I started, when I started my booktube channel, which it's not even been a year yet, I owned for my own reading pleasure, not school books and not my husband's stuff. I owned like 7 books. Period. That was it.
Me too.
Physical books. Now, audiobooks and Kindle, I had a ton. So over the last year, I have just been buying to build up a library. So I've barely read any of the physical books that I have now, and I have over 100 now at this point. But I'm running out of shelf space, so I'm going to stop until we move and I can get more shelves. Then I'll buy more books. But
If
That's
I
the
wasn't,
hard thing. You have to move.
yeah, if I wasn't so particular, I feel like the best bet would be to have like everything on Kindle. But I don't. I like holding my books, and I was using my library. I was using my library until 2021.
that's so simple.
Yeah, yeah. But maybe I don't know.
I use my library a lot, but also, and I didn't realize how much I missed physical books either. And
Yeah.
but we lived overseas, like they kept moving us back and forth. Like we would live in the States and then we would live overseas and then back to the States and back overseas. And it happened like 4 times in a row. And I was like, well, I can't keep carrying all these books back and forth.
Yeah.
That
And
would be
so
hard.
I switched to mostly that, but I'm probably going to regret it because we're moving in June and then we'll move again next June. So
Holy
I'm like,
moly.
I don't want to set everything up for a year, but we'll see. It's okay.
Maybe you can like, do y'all have a storage unit?
No, we don't. But I mean, I don't know. If they send us overseas, they pay for a storage unit, but otherwise we have to pay for one. So I don't know.
Well, that's lame.
We'll see.
Lame.
It's like
Buying
killing
books.
your dog. You can't put your books in storage.
I know that's. I'm sitting here thinking. You would
I have zero books. They're all here in my house. Yeah, I have to say, this has been like an ongoing cycle for me though, because whenever I was a kid, like when I was just learning to read, my nana was a elementary teacher. And so by the time that I was 10, 11, I had a full thing, like bookcase of books, anything and everything, the classics, anything and everything. So it didn't start with me.
It's not
It
your.
was just It was residual. Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys have like a certain person who influenced y'all to read, or was it something that y'all just like picked up?
Well,
I
the
think
same thing for me. My grandmother had a big library at home.
My grandma had a lot of encyclopedias. Why is it with grandmas and encyclopedias? But my mom had all the Stephen King books, and she did when she was young used to read them a lot. But then she got to a point where she stopped reading, and I would sneak them at like age 10 or 11. I read Pet Cemetery. I think that's where it started. I started reading V.C. Andrews too. I was
Oh, that's that Flowers in the Attic.
yes,
Yeah.
that got me
No.
done reading. It was creepy, and I don't know. I just thought it was awesome.
My grandmother had those Reader's Digest books.
Yeah.
That was like
Yes.
4 books, and I remember like flipping through. There's a Mary Higgins Clark. Is that her name? Like she writes kind
Loved
of
her.
thriller-ish books.
Mhm.
I read the Reader's Digest one of those, and I didn't realize that it meant like not condensed. What's it called? Abridged.
Abridged. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a short book, and I read the whole thing. I was like, I just read a book. Well, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
So anyway, but that was kind of, I don't know. I just didn't read much at all. When I was in high school, I read Anne Rice, and it freaked my parents out. They thought I was gonna murder them or something. So I was reading all these scary things. So
It's funny you say that. There was this book that I bought, or I borrowed from the high school library. At the time, I was living with my aunt, and it was about a witch and blah blah blah. And I think the title had witch in it. And I was reading it, and she got really freaked out. She made me take it back, and I never got to finish it. And so then, as an adult, I was like, I really want to find that book and finish it. I finally found it. It took years of me like searching on Google whenever I think about it, when I remember a specific thing that happened. I tried reading it. I'm like, this is garbage. What did I like about this? I can't remember the name of it, but it's witch something witch, and it's about a good witch, and she gets forced into going back in time during like the Salem witch trials. And yeah, and I was reading it. I couldn't get past the first chapter. I was like, what on earth made me love this book so much? I think it was because I wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
It was just the fact that
yeah.
it was forbidden.
Same as 30. Nope.
I can't imagine.
Nope. That's too hot. 650. 650 books. You're fine. That's fine. You're fine.
Y'all said 300 was too much.
I did. Nobody seemed to agree with me. But
I have no comment.
If I have the space for it, I would have. No, if
Oh.
we had this,
Me too.
would have 600 books.
All right, I'm gonna skip apologize, but I'm running behind. Over 600 on my Kindle. Yeah, that's how it is with me. I have like a whole
have a
bunch
lot
on
of
my
these
Kindle
books. Yeah.
that
I'm not
aren't even
counting
on
my Kindle.
Goodreads.
I'm not counting my Kindle either.
Okay, but look, he's got the space. He has 6 bookshelves and a side table. Yeah. Listen, and it's contagious. My husband went from like 0 books on his nightstand to like a whole stack. And I'm like, what? We already had these. You didn't have to go out and buy them again.
He wants his own copies, like Steve.
Whatever.
I'm like, no comment here. We get our own.
11 physical books. Yeah, I started out really small
300
as far
square
as
feet. How do you live in 300 square feet?
I wish
don't know math.
that would be like awesome to clean.
I know.
That's what I was
would.
going to say.
I would do that.
Yes, I agree, Derry. They are essential for your soul. I'll adopt you. It's fine. We'll adopt you into the family. I think on my side of the family, my maternal side, myself and my nana and my mother are the only ones that read. Flower in the Attic. I've never heard of that. Flowers in the Attic?
Oh gosh, it's such a
I know
weird
exactly what the cover looked
story.
like. Like the cover scared me when I was a kid.
And there was another one too. I think it was Ruby. That was another series, maybe of
It's a
DCA.
movie too?
Yeah, I saw the movie. I never read the
it
book.
is super. I've seen the movie, but not read the book.
There was a
very
more
disturbing.
modern version that came out. I think it was like on Lifetime or something. Not good, but the older one is creepy with Christy. I think it was Christy Swanson when she was really young.
I haven't seen it. I
So I
read
have a
it.
question for Derry and Lola, because both of them didn't have anybody who read it. Were you only children, or were you the oldest in a family of, obviously multiple siblings? I have a theory. That's what I'm wondering.
I came from a family of multiple siblings, but I lived like an only child because everybody was older than me and out of the house.
I have two sisters. Both of my sisters are readers, but we all kind of became more into reading as adults.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lola,
I
is
read a
in
lot
middle.
as a kid until high school, and then when I got into college, I stopped reading.
You just don't have
for, you know,
time.
yeah, exactly.
I started reading in college as like a escape because I know that sounds weird, but what happened was like I said, there was no stress in high school. I got to college and I was there for 1 month and I came back home to visit my parents and I pulled in the driveway and my daddy was like, "You need to go talk to your mother." And I was like, "What in the world?" And I go out there and she said, "I have to tell you something." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "I have a brain tumor." And
Oh,
so I was like, "What?" So anyway, it was not cancerous and they just went in and took it out and it's been like 25 years and she's fine. But I was just like, "What is happening right now?" Like I was 18, I had never been out of the house and I was gone for 1 month. She said, "I was just waiting until you got to college." She knew something was wrong because she couldn't taste anything but salt all the time. And so anyway, it had been going on for years, but she wanted me to be settled. She thought somehow moving out to college was going to get me settled. And so I was just like, "What is happening?" So I didn't go to class. Like I just slept all the time and read like those Harlequin romance novels. That's all I did. I just slept and read. And anyway, so I used it as an escape.
Same.
Escapism.
That's
for
why I
the
was
win.
asking Lola and Derry, because as an eldest, for me, as being the eldest, I hardly had any time to myself. I helped raise my sister. So when I had time, I did not want to live in this world. I was like, I need. So I spent all of my extra time reading.
Let's see, Derry was eldest of 3, and neither of her sisters read.
My sister is not a reader at all.
I heard that. Okay, so at the 30, I figured we'd go ahead and start reading. We're almost at the 30-minute mark. I'm trying to be productive, okay? Okay. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. But I'm gonna go through these last. See, I still have a very big imagination, and it's terrible.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scary.
DC Andrews was pretty spicy for a 12-year-old too. When I was reading that, that's probably why I liked it because it was a little scandalous.
We're twins.
I think she means whip.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's cracking.
It's not even early for her.
I'm on my second cup of coffee this evening. In total,
I
I've had 3
made-
cups of coffee.
Oh my gosh. I made iced coffee at like 11 p.m., but it doesn't even feel like I drank it. So I've got this to help.
That's why I'm on my second one, because my first one of the evening, I was like, I took a nap.
I
I
should have.
tried so hard, but it's so hard to nap when your son is watching Encanto in the same room as you.
Oh no, don't say that. Oh no.
I haven't seen
And
that.
this was the first time for me. So, he'd seen it once before. So he's also singing the songs. My 9-year-old, don't tell anybody. So it was hard. Because then I was like, oh, is this the song they always have on the stupid TikToks? I gotta watch this.
The other day, I was walking into my parking lot. I live in an apartment complex. I was walking into my parking lot, and I said something about family Madigal, and my 3-year-old goes, "We are the family Madigal." I was like, so she started singing the song out like loud, like super loud. I'm like, okay. It's a good movie.
I have to watch the whole thing now.
It's so good, and I listen to
It
the
is good.
soundtrack.
We picked it for family movie night. I don't remember who picked it, but every Tuesday night we all watch a movie and we rotate who picks, and they picked that one time. But
I wanted to watch Boba Fett. That's me.
my husband and my youngest have been watching that together.
I've heard so many people that don't like it and other people that love it. So, I have to find out for myself.
They both really liked it, but
Okay, what are the spicy books?
I don't know, but
Like-
I've read
like
so much
smut?
spice at this point.
So, spicy
Nothing.
lowercase, or is that a series called Spicy?
I think she
Oh,
just
I-
means
oh no, lowercase.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my case, it's all uppercase letters, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Like, I was kind of laughing today because I was driving my kids around, and when they leave the car, I put my bromance book club book on,
Oh, God.
and I was just like laughing because I was thinking, oh my gosh, I hope nobody like next to me can hear what I'm listening to. But I'm so fazed by it that it's like, but I'm just thinking people probably think I'm insane.
Yeah, but then what happens if somebody overhears your audiobook and they're like, oh my gosh, she likes spicy books too.
Yeah.
And I had that happen with my neighbor, my older lady neighbor. She likes spicy books. She let me borrow some books, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I opened it up and it was like something, 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 you make me hot. And then the lady's like, oh, is your fever up? And he said, no, I mean as in horny. I was like, oh my God. I started flipping out. I was like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go talk to her. I haven't read Den of Vipers yet.
Vipers. Ooh.
I've heard it. I've
Here we
heard
go.
about it.
I should have brought paper so I can write all this down.
Shocking.
Derry does have it. It's Derry's read it
Yes.
before. She's on it.
Challenge accepted. Den of Vipers, is that what she said?
BDSM clubs. Okay, I need to pick your brain.
Oh.
I am so
I don't know.
sheltered.
Sometimes those get me a little like, I don't know. I did the whole 50 Shades thing, and then this year I was like, I'm gonna reread, but in the Christian perspective. Oh my gosh, they were so long, and it was the same book. I think one of them was like 1,000 pages, and it was just the same story.
What do you mean, the Christian perspective?
Yeah, so
This
she
Chris-
redid all the books
The main character.
Oh,
from
Oh.
the man's perspective.
I know. The first time she told
Okay,
me
never
that,
mind.
that's why I thought she
Oh,
meant
I thought
Christian
you
as in
meant there was
religion.
some kind of
was
like
like,
religious
sorry.
Christian perspective
No,
of 50 Shades.
I
I'm like,
mean-
what is happening right now?
I did not realize.
How do you turn that into a Christian book?
I know. And then she said it was so long, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be really short? Like everything else.
They meet, they
He's
get
wearing
married, they have
jeans and
babies. The
flip-flops.
end.
Right.
Christian Grey, the main, the dominant.
Oh,
Yeah.
his name is Christian. Clearly, I have not read them. I
Don't. There's better smut out there.
Well, I was
Jen?
going to say, so one of my first jobs, especially my first job in writing, was writing book reviews. And it was for one of my friends, and she would get all these books and send me the books and just like assign them to me. And so we all had to find out our hard limit genres. And I did not even know that some things were genres until I started that. And then I was like, oh, wow. So there's not much that surprises me anymore. But so 50 Shades came out while I was doing that. And I said, is it really like everything people are making it out to be? And she was like, no, you read worse stuff than that every day of your life. So it's fine.
Yeah.
There is worse.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind then. So
I have a baby YouTube channel. Yep. And it's Derry's read it before. In case anybody missed it, please go subscribe. Subscribe to
Yes.
everybody that's here. Because if you don't,
You
Terrible
can't come
things.
to our channel anymore.
you can't sit with us.
we can't subscribe to Brandy anyway, but
You can subscribe to Steve's channel, but Brandy will be there.
I
Sometimes.
tried to tag Brandy on Instagram and realized she doesn't have one.
I have one. I just don't ever get on there. I don't get on it at all.
I don't
I
either.
don't even have the app on my phone anymore. I think I've seen my Instagram. It's probably been like a year and a half, 2 years since I've.
Well, I just started and I just put a book when I finish it, and it's literally just a copy of the review that I put on Goodreads. I just put that on Instagram and that's it. So that's all I do is write when I finish a book. But I
That
did
sounds
just get
fun.
all of Daniel's books, and so I was going to tag you, and I tagged Steve, but I think I tagged all of y'all on here.
Yeah,
But
You tagged
anyway,
me.
he
yeah,
started
so.
one recently, or he went back to his old one. I don't know, but and then he's struggling because he's got a Facebook page too.
Yeah,
And
that,
he's
there's no
never-
way.
I used to have a
No.
Facebook page years and years ago, but he's never had one, so he's just like, why do people do this?
I don't post bookish things on my Facebook because, yeah,
Family.
family, my grandma's on there.
My parents watch my YouTube channel like religiously. And my mother called me this morning and she was like, well, I needed to talk to you. You didn't have a video, so I couldn't hear your voice. I was like, okay.
Aww.
I know, it's so cute.
That is the sweetest. Okay, you
Yeah,
guys.
so
Is
It's
it that
time.
time?
It's that time. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready
Oh,
because apparently my
also-
iPad's going to die anyway. So I
It's
have to plug in.
dedicated to you, reader.
Oh,
Oh, yay, finally. Being noticed. Okay, and chat, if you guys are reading something else, let us know down in the comments and we'll take a look after we get finished. All right. Bye. Okay. The gymnastics I just had to do.
You're doing gymnastics instead of reading?
Yeah, I didn't read it all that time. But it's all right. I'll catch up. Okay. Y'all can't see that.
I finished chapter 1.
What? Did you start early
No.
or you just started now?
No,
You
but
see
I'm
how-
listening to the audiobook while I
Oh.
read, and it's at two
Oh,
speeds.
see,
So
Yeah, I was listening too, but for just for a little while, and I had mine at 1.5. 1.5.
I started at 1.5, and then I slowly moved it up. That's how I do it, so I can read faster.
You can't see this at all, can you?
I think I'm
You
2
can
pages.
see your arm.
Chapter 2.
I can see it.
Can you see what the things say?
No.
Name that author. Don't be vague, darling.
And book
Wait.
title something in emoji.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's terrible. All right,
You
it's
gotta
just gonna
make
have to do.
yourself bigger than us.
Is this Jeopardy?
Yes. Excited. Okay, so what we're doing.
Do the thing where you're the biggest one.
Okay, I will. But first of all, what percentage? What percentage did we get? I got 0%. I got 0 pages because I was being a mad woman.
So I finished chapter 1. What is it? 36 pages? Yeah.
I'm on
I finished
page-
chapter 1 too. I'm a little almost halfway in chapter 2.
Wow. I'm on page 33. Almost to chapter 2.
Not bad, Randy.
Oh, I was listening.
Yeah, so I get what you mean that it just kind of drops you in
Mm-hmm.
where you should know what's going on. I was like, wait, what? She's chosen, and what's happening with the rest of the I was doing the same thing.
Yeah, and is she I'm confused, like the Duke and the Duchess chose her, or is that her, or is she their child? I don't know.
They have, it's like they're guardians over her, I think.
Oh.
Maybe because she's chosen.
I think it said.
I just know she's pretty much gone to a sex club to see what's up. So.
Yeah, and she's trying to pass herself off as a normal person, and not working out. She got caught.
I might have to move to my computer. This was a great idea, except even with it plugged in, my iPad is still losing battery, and it's at 5% right now. So.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
go plug in while I finish setting this up. I'm almost finished.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and then go log in on my computer.
Okay.
You know, it never says what that means. It
Yeah,
just says, I was the maiden chosen.
I think, like you said, it dropped you in kind of, and then maybe we'll start to explain
Yeah.
things.
I don't think she's their child because she says about how the Duke has wandering hands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Or overly familiar hands is what she says, and an unnatural thirst for punishment.
Yeah, I see that here.
Excuse me, what? Okay.
It's already
Speaking of
spicy.
wandering hands, Ashley, you need to read it, and you'll know what I mean. I was like, oh my goodness.
It's already a little spicy, Ashley.
All right, I'm getting there. I started this thing and then I couldn't stop. It's a focus thing. I couldn't tell you. It's either I'm focusing or I'm not. And today it was I'm focusing. So
Good.
we'll just go with it. But while we're waiting, let's see what everybody else is reading. Proven guilty by Dresden. Or what is the Dresden Files? Who's it by?
Dresden Files is a series. Yeah.
There's a lot of books.
Why can't I think of his name? I can't think of his name. But I'm sure Derry will tell you in a second before I even get a chance.
I'm reading Mouse graphic novel. Oh. I've heard of that. 10% read. I can't read it though. I'll read it for you. Don't worry. I'll go through and I'll tell you what all is what. I was hoping to have my DSLR set up so this would be in better quality because my computer camera sucks. But I had to improvise.
Lola, I'm reading the whole series because I bought the whole series and I'm in it. I'm just not gonna waste my money. Hopefully I like it. I think I will. What about you guys?
So when I was creating my bingo board, I was going to put one of my bingos as being like the virgin main character, like a maiden. And I was like, no, that's too specific. But here we go. I could have read this book.
But
So
how
that's
would you know? I mean, I guess it's on the back of the book.
Yeah, it says on the back. Chosen from birth.
Yeah. Never to be touched.
I'm committed, so I don't know. Sometimes I will make myself finish a series even if I don't like it, just to have that, just so it could be done. Maybe it gets better. I don't know.
We'll see.
So-
We'll see.
I was a little nervous about reading the third ACOTAR book because I liked the second one so much, and everyone said that the third one went back down to the same, level as the first one. And I only gave the first one 3 stars, so I was like, I'll read it eventually. I really liked it. No, it wasn't as good as the second book, but I thought it was really good. I think it was nearly the same quality as the first book.
Yeah.
So now I'm really excited to read the fourth book. So
I feel like the only reason why people say that is because there's not a whole lot of spiciness in the third book. I mean, there is, but by now you kind of figure out who was going with who, and
it's a lot of action in that
it's
one.
a lot of action.
that's why I liked it.
I wouldn't really say it's political. I mean, it's not. I mean, I guess it kind of is. I don't know.
I thought they were all equally good. I liked them all the same in different ways. So, and the next one, it's like the beginning of the next trilogy.
Yeah, it's like what
so it's
happens.
not a real fourth book?
It's a novella.
Oh well, yeah.
Okay.
The Court of
Starlight one is a novella, but the Silver Flames is the start of a new 3 books with Nesta, I think.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's Jim Butcher's. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't ever remember his name.
Derry says, yay. And she said the yay is for Jeopardy. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? I wanted to do something special because it's February, and I know we read romance every month, but I wanted to be extra. So we have this row, which is Name That Author. It's exactly what it sounds like. And you have 100 at the top, 500 in the middle, and 1,000 at the bottom. Okay? So we all... Oh, I didn't think about that. How are we going to do that? I guess we could all pick a number 1 through 5, and whoever gets to pick. Does that sound right? Does that sound...
Sure.
I didn't think this part out. I forgot about this part. But anyways, that's I'm sorry. This is Name That Author. Don't be vague, darling. So it's a oxymoron. I'm going to be extremely vague on a scene from a book. So each of these are a scene from a book, and you have to guess what the book is.
Do we answer in the form of a question?
I'm gonna be awful at this.
I know I'm bad at Jeopardy.
No, you don't have to answer in the form of a question.
Okay.
And then book title emojis. So specifically, so if you guys choose one of those, I have these little pieces of paper to show you guys, and y'all have to guess.
I'm calling the chat is on my team right now.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that. All right, so let's start with how are we here. So Stacy, we're gonna start with you first. And chat, you know, it's kind of like watching on TV. Like, you know, you think we can't hear you except if you answer in the chat. So answer in the chat. But I'm going to pick a number 1 through 5, Stacy.
2.
I haven't picked it yet. Okay, I'm ready.
2.
Stacy. Okay. Brandy.
4.
Okay. Amanda.
3.
3. It was 5. So Brandy gets to choose. Do you want name that author? Which one?
Let's do name that author for what's the middle.
500.
The vague. Oh, 500. Name that author for 500.
500.
Name that author for. Okay, so chat.
Do we all
you-
get to answer?
Yes. So you guys will give your answers, and then whoever's the closest, I'll let you know if you guys get it. Well,
Oh.
this is going to be chaotic AF, but we're going with it.
Okay.
All
That'll
right.
be fun.
So, this is 500. This
Name
is
that author.
name that
Sarah
author.
J. Mack. No, sorry.
Who is
That's going to be my answer for all of them. 'Cause I don't know.
Who is Armentrout?
Right.
She, y'all are making this hard. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but my poker face is terrible, y'all. I'm just telling you right
someone
now.
already got it.
Okay. She published a novel in the 1800s that challenged Victorian norms.
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen. No.
Can I just say Bronte? Can it just be one of the Brontes?
That's a good one.
I mean, it's for 500, so.
Okay, Charlotte Bronte. I just picked a Bronte.
Is that all y'all's answers? I have Jane Austen. I have 2 Jane Austens and a Bronte.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you go like
Wait,
up to-
1800s? Jane Austen didn't
Uh-huh.
write in the 1800s. Oh,
Who wrote the Little
I
Women?
think Bronte. I think Bronte. was
Louisa May
probably
Alcott.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. It is one of the Bronte sisters.
Emily. I'm just guessing. Rebecca. Is there a Rebecca
Anybody
Bronte?
Rebecca. I don't know. I don't know the names.
Selena Bronte.
Christina.
That's right. Brandy Bronte.
Okay. Yes,
Brandy
it
Bronte.
is. It is Emily Bronte. So I'd have to say Amanda and chat are the closest.
Amanda.
So, which one did she write?
So this one she wrote. The only one she published was Wuthering Heights.
Okay, I haven't read that.
Oh, yeah, no. I was
Yeah.
supposed to read that in school. I did not.
Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the only
just
sister I
How
read.
many Brontes
I just
are
Googled. Did you just Google?
I did Google. You lost. No, I didn't Google during the question. I just Googled afterwards.
there? No cheating.
You lost me when you said 1800. Like, there's no way.
Okay. Derry said Mary Shelley.
No.
Well,
No.
it could be.
It could have been. It could have been. That was pretty vague of me.
But I don't
Maybe
think you
that's-
told her this is a romance.
Oh yes. Well,
Yeah.
romance based. Like it's
well,
the
I was going to say
romance.
Frankenstein is all about love anyway. Really,
Yeah.
part of it.
There you go.
Found in love.
We have genre benders. Okay, Amanda, you get to choose because you got it correct.
Okay, I want to do the emoji one for 100.
Okay. I don't know why I'm looking at this. All right, ready? Let me know if y'all can see that.
Wait, what's this going to tell us?
It's
I know what it
emoji.
is. It's the Notebook.
Title. Oh, she got it. The Notebook.
Yeah, it's the Notebook. So, Amanda, that is 600. Go ahead and pick.
Yes. So says the
Okay.
person who said, "I'm going to be so bad at this."
Well, because when you said romance, I thought it was going to be like all the books y'all had read for romance. And I was like, oh, I'm out. I've also not read the Notebook because it's written by that man that makes everybody cry. And I'm not doing that. I will go for, I want the middle one, the vague one.
Mhm.
And let's just do middle, 500.
Middle.
Okay, don't be vague. Flowers, masks, wings, bravery.
A court of
Thorns
a court of thorns and roses. Roses and thorns. Roses and thorns.
to be
A
flat.
court of thorns and roses.
Thank you.
I think we all tied.
It's
You guys-
Akatar.
It
I
is.
did not get that right. There's no way. I've not read that book or anything. I just know the Akatar that everybody says. That's why I knew it was thorns and roses.
Yes, I was trying to be super vague on that, but I don't know. I was trying to also make it like a good 500 question, but
It was a good one. If you
I was
hadn't
still
read
on
it,
the
I don't think you
wings.
would
I was
have
like,
gotten
did she say wings? I need to read that book.
I did say wings. I did.
Wings.
But not like chicken, right?
No.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna. Okay, Stacy, you get to pick.
Oh.
So we still have 100, 1,000, 100, 1,000, 500, and 1,000.
Name that author for 100. You play it
Come
safe.
on, y'all. Play it safe. I was running out of ideas. Okay. That's some serious mass.
Sarah J. Maas.
Uh-oh.
I almost said it even before you read the question, but I decided.
I know. I know. I told you my poker face is terrible, y'all. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do 1,000 with the emojis.
1,000 with the emojis.
It cracks me up that she's laughing at her own questions. That's me right now.
Stop. I can't.
She meets somebody online. It's a girl that's mad at the computer, and
It's the hating game.
then there's a boy at the end.
Oh, girl mad at the computer. Girl mad.
She's mad online, and then there's a boy.
Brandy, you have an answer.
Girl on a train.
The girl on a train. There's no train.
No, it's a romance novel. It's a romance novel.
You've got mail. That's it.
Is it one we've read that you know of?
Okay, wait, Amanda, what did you say it was?
I said you've got mail.
Okay. That's incorrect.
Oh, well, I know, because that's a movie. I don't even think it's a book. Incorrect. Right.
You've got mail and adaptation of. Isn't it enough?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, Brandy,
I
shoot
don't
your
know.
shot.
I have no idea. Enemies to. I don't know. Is it a
Could
trope?
be enemies to lovers.
It's
What
a
is your answer?
title of a book?
It's a title of a book.
What does the chat say?
So the emoji.
They're
the
not.
emoji-
They're not being helpful.
Girl mad.
She keeps pointing to the emojis like that's gonna help.
I can't.
It's like on Pictionary when somebody draws a circle and they just keep pointing to the circle. We're like, you don't know what that is?
I'm gonna. Oh wait. Okay, but
Is that guy puking? What's happening with him?
No, he's mad.
he's mad, but
Oh.
the other guy's mad too.
She's mad. They're both mad at the computer, but they like each other.
Okay.
I can't concentrate. Can you do that, Amanda?
Are you actually trying to think of what it might be?
Okay. Stacy was correct. It's the hating game.
After all that, is the hating game, does it involve being on the computer?
Yes, they're sitting at the computer. Oh well.
They like have a face across from each. Have you read
I-
that? You
Well,
would like. I think.
Clearly
It's in the
not.
synopsis. It's in the synopsis. That's why I put it
Oh,
in there.
it's on my to read list, but I also don't read synopsis either.
Okay.
It's a
Stacey?
good one. The movie's actually pretty good too.
I
guys
didn't know
read
there was a movie either.
I
Okay.
haven't seen the movie.
I want to do more emojis.
I don't. I don't want to do emojis.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm com-
Wait.
Oh, Beach Read.
The People We Meet on Vacation.
They're both by the same author. Though.
I really don't know what that third emoji is.
It's a waving hand.
Oh,
Hey, if you
that
say
is
so.
not. Mm-mm. It looks like it's holding a bicycle handle or something else.
Those are supposed to be the motion lines, but my printer sucks.
Oh yeah, those don't look like motion lines. Waving
Okay.
on the beach. I'm
Okay.
sticking with mine.
I think
What
it's
was
people we meet on vacation as well.
Stacy. No, Brandy.
I said people.
Brandy already said people we meet on
Yeah,
vacation.
She said people we
Okay.
meet on-
So it was people we meet on vacation, but to be honest,
It was not-
it could have been both. Yeah, my bad.
Same
Someone who-
author.
Either of them.
All right. So because everybody, all right, I'm gonna choose this one. Okay.
Okay.
Because
You seem to be pleasantly surprised every time you look at the question anyway. so-
I forgot.
See, even Derry says that third emoji is dodgy as hell.
Mhm.
there you go.
We're gonna go with "Don't Be Vague, Darling" for 100.
Okay.
Okay. I
Wait,
could easily.
Wait, this is the title of a book?
No,
It's a
scene
quote.
from the book.
Oh, a scene from
It's
the
a scene
just
from
a
a
vague
book.
thing about the book. Okay, got it.
Scene/dialogue/ yeah.
Okay.
I guess in books it would technically be dialogue. I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice.
I'm sorry.
Is that right?
Why is that
I don't know.
funny? That's my favorite book ever. I know that line.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, no, I've never read that. I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Guesses? Derry says anarchy.
I think she means us.
Oh, all right. It was Pride and Prejudice. Stacy got another one.
Good job. Oh, good job. High five.
Good.
High five. Wait.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay, Steve has the best title ever.
People we meet whilst using. I mean, I'm sure
It
there's
does look like a
lot
shake
of-
weight.
That's exactly what it looks like. That's what I was thinking the whole time. Shake weight. Nothing else.
Sure.
I feel like there could be some weight shaking in that book. I don't know. I haven't read it.
I haven't either. I read Beach Read, which is why I guessed that one, but I haven't read the other one.
It's
okay.
not. There's no. Okay, never mind. I just finished reading it, so I was gonna say there's no weight shaking, but then that would
So
not
you're saying they don't do
technically
arm
be
workouts.
accurate. Depends on what weight they're being shaking.
Oh man. Okay. Come on. Where's my water? Okay. All right. Was that who was that? Was that Stacy?
That
Yes.
was Stacy.
All right, Stacy.
It's a title thingy for 1,000.
Book title?
Yeah.
It's all gone.
I mean, author.
Oh, author.
Author.
Well, it can't be Sarah J. Maas.
Yo, I got something
Everyone.
Okay. They are known as the Bard of Avon. Stacey,
Avon, like the makeup?
Oh, Shakespeare.
Oh yeah, she's right.
Amanda's correct.
Yeah.
It's Shakespeare.
It's like, how do I know?
All right. Go for it.
What am I going to pick?
Do you want to pick? I think I
Did
have
you guys
eggplant.
think Derry's last comment?
Listen, if you don't have arm workout, I'm not. Never mind. I need more coffee. This is 1,000. What? Don't be vague, darling. Which one was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Reader, I married him. Okay, yeah, I remember what it is.
You didn't
She couldn't even
know
remember.
Y'all aren't ever gonna let me host again.
Oh,
It was just the fact that you paused and then you were like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm okay. On all of them except that one, I decided that I would not. I don't know. I like to keep it.
what was it again?
Reader, I married
Reader, I
him.
married him.
Reader, I married him.
Was this book written in the 1800s?
Jane Eyre. I don't
Because
know.
I'm going to be out if it was. Let me see.
Pass. It was Jane Eyre.
Oh,
Was it really?
Yeah. I know. I'm so-
I was about to say, I think Jane Eyre's the only one I read.
I didn't even know that line was in that book. I was
Have you
guessing.
read Jane Eyre?
I
that the
haven't. I
one
don't
where-
remember.
Have you read it? See, I don't want to give away a spoiler, but I don't know if I read it or not. So can I ask a question about it? Listen, it was written in the 1800s. Y'all should read it. Is it the one where his wife is still in the house in a certain place? Okay,
Uh-huh.
then yes, I read Jane Eyre.
Creepy book.
Oh, I don't need to say anything because yeah, I'll spoil. Not host. Are you kidding? This will go. You like my hot mess of a live stream? Thank you.
This now has to be something we do every time you host.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the best
God.
Jeopardy ever.
Oh, that
I'm so
And you
sorry.
was answer in the form of a question, which was
I know. I
Oh,
know.
I forgot about that.
somebody
That's
brought
okay.
up Girl on a Train earlier. Have you
Mhm.
guys read that book? It
Yes.
I
was-
did.
Did you feel drunk just reading that book? Like, I
Yep.
felt drunk just reading it. Like, I'm not
Popped
gonna say
that-
anything, but
Popped
chicken.
that ibuprofen.
Was it an unreliable narrator?
Very much so.
Because I read The Woman in the Window and I felt the same way. Like it was an unreliable narrator, and she was an alcoholic, and the whole time I kept feeling like everything was weird and wonky, and all
Mhm.
because she didn't know what was going on either.
I feel like a lot of those titles I'm terrified to read. Like, the wife, or it's like always the wife, or it's always girl something, or I don't know. I've read a good majority of them, like Girl on a Train, but
And then there
Just
was a
like,
movie of it,
mhm.
which was
I
pretty
Yeah.
didn't see the movie.
With Emily.
Emily Blunt.
really fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a pretty.
I
good-
like her, and I heard she did not do a very good job in the movie, so I was like, okay, then I won't watch it.
I mean, it's not hard to act like you're drunk on a train. I'm sorry.
That's just a Tuesday night for me.
Drunk on the train.
Drunk on my couch.
I can't. Sorry. Okay. Gotta make sure I didn't wake up my child. Okay. So with that, I'm going to just this and rip it off like a band-aid. We're gonna go ahead and start reading this again.
Well, you mean you're gonna start? We're
I'm
going
gonna
to
start.
continue.
You guys are gonna continue.
I've never been ahead of you before.
I know. Well, I was sitting there thinking I've had 3 cups of coffee over a 24-hour period. I'm not going to sleep.
She'll pass me.
I wonder if I could get to 200 pages tonight before I go to bed.
I don't know what I've been told, but I can't find my. You know what? I'm just gonna do the shake weight as my
Bookmark.
Yep. All right. So y'all want to do another 20 minutes, or do you want to do 30? What are we feeling like?
I'm good for 30 if you guys want to do 30.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. One moment, please.
I got to go get my headphones, so I'll be back.
Did we say 20 minutes?
30. I thought we said.
30.
So I really need to figure something out because my ADD is bad.
I keep getting blurry. Maybe I'm just tired.
Never mind. They were in my pocket the whole time. So.
The problem. All right.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's okay.
Yeah, it is.
I'd say that I'd blame it on the time frame for me, but I can't. So
Because this is you all the time.
this is me all the time. Yeah, unfortunately.
Love you.
Fortunately for you. All right. I will see you in 30.
All right. See ya.
That was perfect timing as I just finished chapter 3.
I just got to chapter 2 and I made the mistake of reading a couple of pages. Anyways.
I got to chapter 3.
I am in the middle of chapter 3. Excuse me.
So there's the Duke with the wandering hands, the father figure, and then Dude in chapter 2.
Dude. Well, I got what I wanted. It does kind of get steamy right away. In a way.
I just feel weird. Like that lady was being all seductive and stuff, and then Poppy's father-like figure came in. And,
Yeah, but they're in a club that is for hooking up. So, I mean.
oh, I thought it was just like a party or like a ball.
No, there are private rooms for things there at this club.
Alrighty then. It's that kind of club. Okay. I'm liking it so far. Except, I don't know. I've read a whole bunch of books with like the Chosen One before. So I'm kind of interested to see how this compares to the other ones that I've read.
Yeah, I just finished chapter 3 and we just find out a little bit more in chapter 3 about what she's chosen for and like what it means. So
I don't know. Mazza said all of you are the real MVPs because you actually read and stay consistent. You're funny. And Derry said 11% this time. Derry, what are you reading?
The Dresden Files? Or it was a Dresden book.
Okay. Yeah, Dresden. Number something or other. Number 7.
All right, I'm sorry. I choked on a piece of cracker.
Oh, no.
Because of reasons or just because?
Just because I'm a sloppy eater.
like swallowing.
Because it's 2:00 in the morning?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, how are you guys feeling? Y'all want to go for another one or you want to call it quits?
I'm going to have to call it. I mean, if you guys want to keep going, it's totally cool. But I was up at 4, so I'm struggling.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't get up that early, but I'm still tired.
Time. Yeah. But I'm going to keep reading all day tomorrow.
Me too.
Same here. So maybe we'll do some more reading sprints on Discord.
Nah, I can do that. You can do that.
Oh, 97%. Derry needs to finish that.
So close.
Almost
I
there.
finished the book today and I was wanting to finish another one before we started this, but I didn't quite get it done. So I'm putting it off. I'm focusing just on this book for the next 24 hours.
So what do you think about it so far? I mean, because I know you've read Sarah J. Maas, and I can kind of see that in here, but
I like it. I think that I am getting to the point where I have read so much fantasy over the last like 8 months that I'm almost like I need something else.
I know the feeling.
And so I don't do a good job of mixing. I'm usually like all of this and then I'll switch to a different genre and like all of this. And it seems like, even though there's been other things, it just seems like I've done nothing but fantasy, which is not true. I know, but in my brain, it's just like, it's all been fantasy. So
I'm such a big mood reader.
I have been reading Jennifer Armentrout's other series, which is more like a sci-fi.
Oh,
Yeah, we have Save Stacy Rehearsal.
Save Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more of a
Discord-
young adult series, so it took like 4 books before anything steamy happened. It's like
Is
stolen
this young
kisses and holding hands. This is adult,
Oh,
but
okay.
her other series is young adult. But they're both. This one is very. It does really remind me of Sarah J. Maas. It's very accessible. I did think the first chapter was a little bit info dumpy, but it didn't last long, so it didn't bother me. But
It definitely kind of, the first chapter definitely reads like a YA, except for the spicy bits.
In this book,
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'm definitely flying through it. So my hope is to try and read another 100 pages before I go to bed.
Same. I like immediately was hooked. But
I'll check the Discord in the morning and see how far you guys got.
Lola, yes, the Discord sprints is, well, I mean, we can do sprints where like we check in every 30 minutes, or it doesn't matter. It's just very laid back. But yeah, we check in every once in a while, and but it's not with video. It's just like a chat room almost. And I don't know if I have the link. Maybe I don't. But I'll leave it in the description in this live stream.
Oh, yeah. I got my dog down here.
She's sweet. I know.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
home, guys. Thank you. It's so fun.
All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll
Yes.
talk to you on Discord.
See you there. Bye, everyone.
Bye.